Good morning, students. Students, we are doing the chapter acids, bases, and salts. In this chapter, we discussed about many things like acids, bases, their properties, type of acids, examples, neutralization reaction, indicators, and salts. We also did the exercises A, B, C, and D. Today, I'm going to explain the answers of the questions of exercise E of this chapter. So, now let us discuss the questions. Now, let us start exercise E. Question number 1 is all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Justify this statement. As we discussed earlier, that alkalis are the bases which are soluble in water, and all the bases are not soluble in water. So, all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Once more, alkalis are the bases which are soluble in water. Since all the bases are not soluble in water, so all bases are not alkalis, but all alkalis are bases. Now, question number 2. You have to write an activity that can help one to decide whether a given solution is acidic or basic in nature. An activity that can help one to decide whether a given solution is acidic or basic in nature. We will take a strip of litmus paper. We can use red or blue litmus paper, and when we dip the strip of litmus paper, red litmus paper, in the solution, and if it turns blue, then we can decide that the given solution is basic in nature. If there is no change in the color of red litmus paper, that means the given solution is acidic in nature. Once again, to show that whether the given substance is acidic or basic in nature, we will take a strip of litmus paper. It may be blue or red. If the litmus paper is red and we dip the litmus paper in the solution, and if the color changes to blue, that means the given solution is basic in nature. If the same strip of litmus paper we will dip in the solution, and if there is no change in the color, that means the given solution is acidic solution. Now in question number 3, we have to write chemical equations for the reactions. So the reactions are given. We have to write the chemical equation. The first one is calcium hydroxide reacts with nitrate acid. So the equation will be calcium hydroxide is CaOH in bracket 2 plus HNO3 nitric acid. It results in the formation of CaNO3 will be in bracket, then we will write 2 at the right bottom, and plus H2O. This is an example of neutralization reaction. Once again, acetic acid reacts with, calcium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid. Calcium hydroxide is CaOH whole 2 or OH in bracket, and then we have to write 2 in right bottom, and then plus HNO3 arrow, that means it gives calcium nitrate. The formula of calcium nitrate is CaNO3 in bracket, then 2 as subscript, plus 2H2O. This is the equation for the reaction calcium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid. The next one is acetic acid reacts with calcium hydroxide. Acetic acid reacts with calcium hydroxide. The equation will be 2 CH3COOH plus CaOH whole 2. This is calcium hydroxide, and the result will be CH3COO in bracket, then 2 as subscript and Ca plus 2H2O. Once again, acetic acid reacts with calcium hydroxide. Acetic acid is CH3COOH plus calcium hydroxide CaOH whole 2. And so students, question number C of 3, that is, the reaction is hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. Hydrochloric acid HCl plus sodium hydroxide NaOH. It gives NaCl plus H2O. The equation will be HCl plus NaOH. It gives NaCl plus H2O. The last one is ammonium hydroxide reacts with sulfuric acid. Ammonium hydroxide NH4OH plus sulfuric acid, it is H2SO4. It gives NH4 in bracket, then 2 will be written as subscript and SO4 plus 2H2O. Once again, the equation NH4OH plus H2SO4, it gives NH4 whole 2SO4 plus 2H2O, or NH4 will be in bracket, then write 2 as subscript SO4 plus H2O. This is the equation for the reaction between ammonium hydroxide and sulfuric acid. Now question number 4 is, state the difference between neutral, acidic and basic salts. Give one example of it. The first one is neutral salt. The salts which are formed by the reaction between strong acid and a strong base is known as neutral salts. The salts which are formed between the reaction of a strong acid and a strong base are known as neutral salt. The example is sodium chloride, potassium chloride. The second one is acidic salt. The salts which are formed by the reaction between strong acid and a weak base are known as acidic salts. The salts which are formed by the reaction between a strong acid and a weak base are known as acidic salts. The example is MgCl2 or NH4Cl. These are the examples of acidic salts. Now the last one is basic salts. The salts which are formed by the reaction between a strong base and a weak acid are known as basic salts. Once again, the salts which are formed by the reaction between strong base and a weak acid is known as basic salt. For example, sodium acetate, calcium acetate, all these are the examples of basic salts. Now the last question. Describe an activity to show that solution of salts in water can conduct electricity. For this, we will have to show that the salts in their aqueous solution conduct electricity. We will take a beaker and we will fill it half with water. We will dissolve some common salt in this water. We will connect two graphite rods with the two terminals of a battery with a 0-watt LED bulb in between. Now we will dip these graphite rods in the solution of sodium chloride. The bulb starts glowing, indicating the flow of electric current. This shows that a solution of sodium chloride or salt can conduct electricity. Once again, we will take a beaker and fill it half with water. We will dissolve some common salt in this water. We'll connect two graphite rods with the two terminals of a battery with a 0-watt LED bulb in between. We will dip these graphite rods in the solution of sodium chloride. The bulb starts glowing, indicating the flow of electric current. This shows that a solution of salt can conduct electricity. So, students, we have completed the chapter with all these points and all the exercises like A, B, C, D, and E. So, that's all, students. Thank you. Have a nice day.